What's happening, everybody? Welcome to a special edition of Last Call. I'm Carson Daly at an undisclosed airport in the Los Angeles area. My ride has arrived from the United States Army. Tonight, we're going to spend the entire half hour with the fine men and women who keep us free and protect our freedoms every day. We're going to take a ride out to Fort Irwin Army base, and I'm really excited. I've got a camera crew, a small camera crew at that, my buddy Joe Firstman. I don't know exactly what we're going to do, but I can tell you it's probably going to be pretty damn cool and memorable. I've got a long line of love for the military and my family, from my grandfather, who was a Green Beret in the 10th Special Forces, and we're super excited. Also in support of Military Monday. I'll explain what that is later, but for now, let the day begin. Let's fire it up and get out of here.
We're on our way to Fort Irwin. We've got a whole day planned of hanging out with these guys and seeing what the base is all about, what their training's all about, and hopefully remind all you watching that these guys are doing everything they can to protect us, and we should take a second and thank them.
About an hour and a half ride. It was great. I loved every minute of it. Here comes Joe Firstman now.
Yeah.
What's up, brother?
Just cruising around the
How was
desert
your
today.
ride, bro?
Didn't think I'd see you here today.
How was your chopper ride?
About as good as it gets.
All right, first adventure. We are at range number 1 here at Fort Irwin. Afternoon, fellas. How are you, Carson?
JD.
Nice to see you, sir.
Lance.
Nice to see you. Thanks for having us.
First of all, I just want to welcome you to Fort Irwin,
Thank you.
Range 1. Today our task is to give you some instruction so you can actually get to shoot the 9mm M9, the M249 squad automatic weapon, and the M4. Save these things for the for Range 1 is you got wildlife out here. If you see it, leave it alone. Don't try to kill it. I know you got all your crew here. There's gonna be some safety issues on that also. They're all gonna have to get in gear.
This is crazy. Look at Michael. Hammer, you look ridiculous.
I think this vest weighs more than I do.
You look like Gomer Pyle with a beard. Best part of this whole pack? Right here. Protect my ting-ting.
You used to know some guys in Special Forces, sir?
Yeah, my grandfather.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Notice the tattoo on the arm. So.
Yeah, that's from his Green Beret he left me.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he was a weapons expert, actually.
Really?
Yeah, in his group.
Good. He's in Vietnam or?
Yeah.
Pretty hardcore dude,
Hardcore
huh?
dude.
Yeah.
Hardcore dude. When I enlist, like I'm just a dude, I'm Army all the way. I go to my local recruiter, I get in. So then when do I get you have to graduate basic?
Yeah, you'll go through a 9-week basic training course where you'll do your weapons qualification. You have to qualify with the M4 or M16, A2 or A4, and you have to qualify with it to actually graduate.
Earplugs. What we have here is a semi-automatic 9mm pistol. It's a 15-round magazine, and let's go shoot it.
Let's go shoot it. Let's do it.
All right. There you go, just like that.
Am I doing it right?
You're doing it perfectly, sir. Target. Target. Wow. Let's go ahead and move back. We'll go ahead and grab the M4, bring that out. That way you can really have some fun. It's the M4 carbine, shoots the 5.56 NATO. This is what most units will carry into Iraq. The best stance to use when you're firing this weapon is stand with your feet completely shoulder width apart, bring it up your shoulder, acquire the target, pull the trigger. Drop it back down, bring it up, pull the trigger. Pull it up, pull it up. Just like that, sir.
That is the way it's done. Wow, that is freaking crazy. Thank you very much. Appreciate
problem,
that.
sir.
Thank you. How are you? I'm good, Carson. Thank you.
So I'm First Class Surveyor, I'm 211 Master Gunner. What you got here is an M249. Once again, it's broke down also with your 4-power ACOG scope on top. Also got your PEQ2 on the side, just like Sergeant Kilburn explained, and also your tack light. Now this one you got to get down and dirty a little bit, so you have to get on the ground.
Mind that.
Now you can fire from different positions. You can fire from standing, you can fire from kneeling. That's why the pistol grip is on the front. But normally, this is the most accurate and the most preferred method for firing a weapon.
Have you used this in battle?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Where were you?
I was in Desert Storm in '91, and also in Afghanistan in '06 to '07.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Incredible.
You can finish it off. You got plenty of room.
I'm going
left.
to. That thing's awesome, dude. Like Iron Man. I mean, you just have this incredible feeling of the raw power, obviously, but you also feel the technology. I mean, there's no kick at all.
I recommend just getting dirty immediately.
All right, belly down. Absolutely.
Yeah, get those nice tuxedo trousers.
These are my best golf pants I got.
There you go.
Good. Perfect. God.
Hello. Yes, sir.
Woo!
Did you shoot guns as a kid?
Never shot a gun before that right there.
Never in your life?
Ever in my life.
You weren't going to volunteer that information?
No. No.
Your first gun was this big, mother?
Yeah, that thing.
What do you think? Will it change your perspective of guns?
No, it makes me scared of guns. The power, everything. It just
Yeah, but it's that same fear that's protecting us. You understand that?
without
You know
a
what I
doubt.
mean?
And
So,
I'm glad that I'm scared.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes you want to think that if anyone's really going to own a gun, it's probably a person who's trained like these guys.
Right. Maybe, Sergeant Rodriguez, you can explain a little bit what a non-commissioned officer is.
We are considered the backbone of the Army. We're the ones that make things happen. We get the orders, we execute the orders. Everyday training, just as you saw the weapons you just fired. Every individual, not just the individual who fires that weapon, but his buddy to the left or to the right needs to be the subject matter expert on that automatic weapon also. So in case he goes down, he needs to be able to operate that weapon system.
How many roles in the Army have you had?
From the rifleman to the Bradley driver, to team leader, squad leader, section sergeant, platoon sergeant, and now the regimental master gunner.
That's incredible.
As you know, it's not a job, it's a career, and it takes heart to do this job.
Yeah.
You gotta love your country, you gotta love what you do every day, because it's not the best environment. You don't deal with the best people at times, but you gotta drive on. That's what we just teach.
And you know what, Sergeant? That's why we came out here today. We wanted to bring this experience and this knowledge to our viewers, and to share that sentiment out there. We're very grateful.
Well, thank you very much, sir.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Am I gonna get in this tank right
Oh,
now?
definitely. So I'm gonna introduce Sergeant Ingram.
All right. What's up, brother? You control the gun on this tank?
Yes.
Standard when this thing rolls, how many of you are in here? Four. Driver, gunner, loader,
and a TC.
and a TC?
Tank commander.
Tank commander. What are we gonna do today? Not
gonna
shoot this big thing, right? No ammo on that.
Drive around.
And how fast can this go top speed?
45 miles per hour.
45, which is quick.
Yeah, for 72 ton vehicle.
Little training ride, a little test drive. I've never been in one before, but we're literally about to take off, so this is awesome. This is the gunner post, obviously, which I will not be using. Well, we're rolling about 35, 40 miles an hour, and the tank right now is crazy. It's really smooth, surprising. We were completely 360ing or donuting. I realized it was just, I guess the top canopy was rolling. So cool. Fast and smooth. I'm surprised. I felt like we were maybe going 35 or 40. Started doing this whole Military Monday on Twitter. On Friday they do this Follow Friday where they just send around basically a bunch of celebrities' names. So
started doing Military Monday, where I said, let's have one day where we just dedicate, you know, I'm just gonna find military people on Twitter, put up their addresses, put up a hashtag, # Military Mon, and just say thanks. Let's thank the troops on Monday. And then everybody just kind of joined in, and now like Military Monday is like a pretty big thing on Twitter.
Bravo 22, enemies on our tail. I got them in my scope. Over.
All right, we just got done with the tank. Now we're gonna go to the mess hall, I think. Hang out with some troops, have something to eat. Explain to me some of the role plays. I keep hearing that ever since we got here, and I've seen some of the Iraqi nationals that are here that are help make the scenarios as much like they are there.
Right. We have a dual mission. We play the role as, you know, we also train for combat. As is right now, as unit is currently doing that right now. And we have the other soldiers, which is right now about 80-90% of our soldiers are actually out there right now. And they're dressed in the Iraqi Guard. They learn a little bit of the native language, and they have a role. Whether they're a shopkeeper, whether by day he's a shopkeeper or a farmer, by night he's a bomb maker.
Right.
You know, he lays down some IEDs. All these roles are mixed in. It's all up for the visiting unit to take leads, identify, capture, interrogate, and just it's a big storyline.
You'll have,
and they live out there or whatever,
yeah,
and they
live in the towns, the buildings, you know, we tents or stuff out there. It's just like in theater where you're the new guy coming in on the block. You're trying to get an understanding of your new AO, your area of operation,
right,
and who are the key players. You have to integrate, and then you can start getting your intelligence from them,
right,
from the local populace, and it all builds up. There's not one set, you know, window. It's around the clock for 14 days. It's one big storyline.
I think that's the one thing that the American audience doesn't really get is the theater, which I know is what we call the area, but is the chess that's played within theater when dealing with a culture where you have to understand and figure all this out.
When you're coming in on a Humvee and a patrol and you're seeing this town, it looks just like small town Iraq. You know, you'll have an explosion with a nice, cool-looking fireball and just catch it, and instantly, for maybe 1.5 seconds, I'm back in Iraq, and I'm like,
you have to remind yourself that this is,
you know,
right.
Checking if I have 10 fingers. Okay, right. I'm in California. Okay, I know where I'm at now.
Right.
But that's the realism we want to put into it, because if we make it hard and difficult for them, when something happens there, it's second nature, and they're reacting to it.
That's the whole thing. All right. Thanks for the chat, fellas. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks for everything. Crazy. Amazing service.
You just crossed the light line, it's called. So you've entered Iraq, or the Ghazi province. Anything you see in and around you now is fair game. They'll draw guns on you, they'll shoot warning shots. You get stopped, we get stopped. And then we're gonna give somebody up. Private Joe. We'll give Joe.
Get Carson out, get Carson out.
Yeah. These guys are legit, convoy.
What are those? Why is there Iraqi signs on those?
That was the Iraqi army.
This is crazy, man. This is crazy, bro. Like, the attention to detail is incredible. You see the top of like those little mosques or whatever? I mean, it really just looks like Iraq. I feel like my anxiety is like a little bit up because you don't know if, you know, we're a part of, you know, some exercise today that's going to happen. Every time we hit a bump, I feel like it's a fake bomb or something. It's really unnerving, but it's also cool. I might get a little too deep in this role play. I flew to Baghdad, took a ride 200 miles due south to some little village.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Okay, I'm in it. So is it game on right now?
Yeah.
Let the games begin. you just explain what we're about to see?
We're about to enter Medina Jabal. It's a city that's established in the Mojave Desert at National Training Center in Fort Irwin. And we have a population in this town of about 300 people. For 14 days out of each month, we have a rotational unit from the United States Army. They show up and they're put through different training scenarios in order to prepare them to deploy for combat.
As we enter into the heart of this city, how realistic is this?
It's pretty realistic. Once we'll go down like the Market Street, that's where it kind of takes effect. So this is obviously the center of town, the traffic circle in our market area. And when we're out here, like I said, I have 350 people in the town every day.
Assalamu alaikum. I feel like the American public has no idea the level and the detail that what the Army goes through and what particularly at Fort Irwin goes through to replicate these moments, to make sure our armed men and women are the best possible trained human beings to be deployed.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It's amazing. You've basically tipped us off that we're about to see something on the, I guess, pyrotechnic side of this training.
Yes.
And what are we about to see? A group is going to get
the lane that you're about to see is Urban Patrol Mounted Lane. What we have set up is a catastrophic IED on a unit that's coming in for a meeting.
Okay.
So they respond to that. But what they're responding to is an ambush. So as they react to that, we continue to really pile on with lethal events.
Going for the bird's eye view.
You having fun?
Oh, I'm having the time of my life. What a story we're telling here.
You want to stay? You want to come back?
I don't know about that. This role playing's getting to me.
This is you're gonna get to see, you know, kind of what we do here at Bird's Eye View, and you know, it's the finest training there is in the world, and it gets our troops ready to go to Iraq or Afghanistan, and you can't beat it. And you'll see here in just a second why we're so proud of it.
I had no idea that the United States Army went to this length to provide the support for the troops, which is just great.
Well, you know, for us who have been at this, you know, for our entire, you know, adult lives, it's our career, it's our avocation. As far as we're concerned, you know, we need to expend as all energy possible and whatever resources required. If it helps save another soldier's life, then we say, hey, that's money well spent. You know, we don't want to leave anything to chance. And so our goal is, and that's our stated goal, is that when they get done here by training day 14, that they're ready for their first day in theater.
Right.
And we're pretty successful doing that.
It's incredible. I'm sort of at a loss for words. I mean, it's like witnessing, you know, like a potential real-life scenario, like a play or something. The theatrics and the detail is just mind-blowing, where your heart starts to race. You think it's over and you're not really sure what you're witnessing, and then you start to realize that these troops came in, they were basically drawing in another troop, and this was all planned by the insurgents. This is how they surgically strike like that and how organized they are, and this is the training that we have to do to combat that, and it's remarkable to view from a roof. Well, all I can really say is wow. Easily one of the coolest days of my life. I'm so glad we had a chance to do this, and you guys got to come and come along for the ride. I want to thank everybody here at Fort Irwin. They're just incredible. At the National Training Center here, all of the troops, the generals we met, and really bigger than that, I want to thank all the troops, both here in the U.S. and overseas, for the job that they do. I mean, we got a very small piece of the training that goes in to you guys being deployed, all for keeping us safe here at home. And that's something that
I know I'm personally forever grateful for, and our staff is, and this was a special episode for us to be able to shoot. So thanks to all the men and women serving, again, all over the globe, and we had a blast too in the process. That tank was something else, and shooting those guns was pretty cool too, but we gotta call it a day. So thanks for watching, and I think that's my ride. So long. Thanks, Joe Firstman.